Watch me. Alright, sweet, everything cook and curry. Easy.
Checklist, got one more for the set list. Walk in the spot and I drop one track, know who the best is. Walk in the rave like checklist, got one more for the set list.
Tell me what's going down. I can't stand it when you're so shut down.
But now I want more, now I want more, now I want more, now I want more.
Tell me what's going down. I can't stand it when you're so shut down.
But now I want more, now I want more, now I want more, now I want more.
Tell me what's
going down. Walk in the rave like checklist, got one more for the set list. Walk in the spot and I drop one track, know who the best is.
Tell me what's going. Tell me what's going down. I can't stand it when you're so shut down.
Now I want more, now I want more, now I want more, now I want more.
check this. Got one more for the set list. Walk in the spot and I drop one track. Know who the best, know who the best is. Walk in the rave like check this. Got one more for the set list.
But now I want more. But now I want more. But now I want more.
Holy crappy-olies. I'm actually streaming. Hello. Hi. Happy Sunday to everybody. I'm actually here. I know, I can't believe it either. So, this is sort of kind of our Halloween week. I hope I've figured out and or solved most of our audio and video issues. And if you're watching at this point, there should be a significant upgrade in stream quality. At least from the old blurriness that we used to have. And to celebrate, we are doing our very first high definition Hogwarts stream, as long as the audio sounds okay. And the video sounds okay. Yeah. I'm praying that everything is going to work out. I now have 3 monitors to look at. Which is, it's a thing. You get used to it, you know? But, yeah, so this week was interesting for me, to say the least. This week was interesting. So, earlier this week, I sort of accidentally passed out and then sort of kind of maybe, like, stabbed myself and it may have gone in the other order, actually. So, long story short, I was cutting some bread, as one does, and I ended up with this. I know you probably can't see it very well, but, so that little bandage there is covering up a puncture wound that I had from a very sharp knife that made me pass out and hit my head, and my shoulder and my back went out. And so that's why I haven't been streaming the last couple of days. That's why I've been sort of resting, taking meds, that sort of thing. Which is important when you hurt yourself like that. I previously broke my back a long time ago. And I know what you're thinking. How the hell does this person hurt themselves so severely so often? I don't know. I guess it's just being out there. Being out there in the world, I guess, right? So tonight we're going to be playing Hogwarts Legacy. Yet again, last time we played Hogwarts Legacy was during our fundraising drive in September. And I know it hasn't been, I know it's been a few weeks. Sorry for delaying so many streams due to, you know, physical issues and stuff. This week was a little different, though. So that whole drama and everything, if you care to know, yeah, I passed out, hit my head, etc., due to a stab wound from myself. I'm an idiot. Don't pay any attention to me, but the paramedic said I'd be just fine. I didn't give myself a concussion, I just hurt my back, which is why I haven't been streaming in the last few days. So, isn't that fun? Isn't that special? So, tonight we are continuing our playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy. If you haven't played Hogwarts Legacy, it takes place in 1890. So we're talking the height of the Industrial Revolution. We're talking smokestacks. We're talking top hats. We're talking really, really unfortunate race relations at the time. And it seems that way in the wizard world too. Because the goblins in the wizard world, according to this game, are in a bit of a rebellion, I guess you could say. And so the storyline of this game is that the goblins are working with some of the human wizard criminals for secret purpose, they're doing something. We haven't found out what. Something nefarious, no doubt. No doubt something involving a giant sky laser or something. And the head of this goblin rebellion is a fellow by the name of Ranrock. Very heavy metal name. I agree. Ranrock seems to be one of the oldest goblins that we've seen so far. He also seems to be related to the goblin that we met in the Three Broomsticks. And he also may be a descendant of Bragbor. Bragbor was a very famous goblin that, if I remember correctly, he was a goblin smith, and he created some of the most powerful goblin metal out there. Hello, how are you? Kimberly, right? How are you? Oh my goodness, it's so good to see you. Thank you thank you so much for being here in chat. Just thinking about getting a different, I was gonna say you should get a Twitch name to update your new name, but I hope I'm remembering. But it's good to see you. Regardless, it's good to see you. And so I've been discussing Hogwarts Legacy, this game that we have been. It's unfortunate that Hogwarts Legacy is built upon a J.K. Rowling world. It's unfortunate, isn't it? Because a lot of these concepts she didn't come up with. I was just kind of thinking that the other day. I do remember you. I do remember you. I do remember you. I care, which is important, you know? I care about my friends. And, I've done my share of venting about J.K. Rowling, so I'm not going to get into that in this stream. I'm sure you can find tons and tons of YouTube videos of people for that. But I was thinking the other day that most of the shit in this world isn't really her, right? It's like wizards and witches, trolls, unicorns, shit she didn't invent. She didn't invent hippogriffs. She didn't invent, the idea of a wizarding school. All of these things were built upon a foundation of other stories. It's not really like Lord of the Rings. We're not talking about a foundational piece of literature. We're talking about a children's scholastic book series that's based on a bunch of stuff that, how do I say, already existed. I mean, let's be honest, before Gandalf, for the most part, wizards may have had that conical hat thingy, with the stars and the moon on it and stuff, but they definitely didn't have long beards all the time. That sometimes they did. Most of the time they didn't, actually. That was a Gandalf invention. So Lord of the Rings kind of like built a big foundation of what we see when we think about fantasy, but Harry Potter came along and kind of aped a lot of it, didn't it? It took from Sword in the Stone, it took a little bit from Book of Magic. I don't know if anybody remembers Detective Comics, DC's Book of Magic. My chair just creaked. I don't know, you guys remember Book of Magic? It was one of the Vertigo line of DC Comics. And Book of Magic was about a little boy named, I think it was Tim Hunter. I want to say it was Tim Hunter. And he had big glasses, and he looked just like Harry Potter, and he was a powerful magician. And it featured him learning how to become a magician and learning how to become the most powerful. I always thought to myself, they fucking stole that. So there's a lot of ideas in here where I don't know if you can get away with calling it yours, Warner Brothers. That's all I'm saying. Long story short, so I'm gonna dive into this game. I have been spending 2 freaking months trying to upgrade this stream to make it look clear and nice for everyone. I'm obviously still always working on it. The stream's always getting upgraded, but I'm hoping that tonight it's going to be much clearer. You're going to be able to see the game much clearer, and I'm hoping that it's a big improvement. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I'm going to go ahead and launch things, get things queued up, and then we're going to switch over to the game in just a second. So I can't say I'm not nervous. I'll take a little puff of my little 420 pipe here. as we load up. I'm not going to bother you guys with loading screens, by the way. I get tired of looking at them too. But what I am going to do is I'm going to turn down the... There you go. Turn that off. Perfect. Turn down that music. There we go. So we get kind of a magical vibe going on. This is a smoke filter, by the way, so when I take a little 420 puff and stuff, I can blow it in here, and I don't have to worry as much about it going through my computer and stuff. You know? However, I totally understand if anybody is offended by J.K. Rowling and thus is offended by this game. I just wanted to play it because I have an affinity for wizards, and there's not that many games with wizards. I spent my entire day trying to figure out what to do about name switching, and Twitch just made it difficult for me. Twitch is difficult. Twitch is just difficult in general, isn't it? And I've had a difficult time with Twitch in the last few months, and I've been trying to sort of brush it off as not a big deal. But they're definitely getting to me. Twitch is definitely getting to me. Let me switch over to the game screen, and we're going to see how this looks. So, ready? Fingers crossed. Use the breeding pen to breed thestrals. I didn't even realize we were breeding thestrals. Oh my god. I totally understand the difficulty with Twitch. They've instituted a bunch of, like, first of all, their website's god-awful to navigate. Ooh, do I really want two big planters in here when I could move them into the other room? I'm gonna go ahead and empty these planters, I think, and move everything into the other room. I want to create a greenhouse in the other room. But yeah, you can totally vent to me. Kimberly, I don't know if you prefer Kim or whatever, but you can totally vent to me. I get it. You know, I really don't care for... Twitch seems to be very understaffed, first of all, and the people that do staff Twitch don't seem to care one way or another. When I went through my swatting issue, which wasn't too fun, with a friend that I care not to mention, Twitch didn't care. Every other organization I reached out to cared. But Twitch just brushed me off. Like it wasn't a big deal or something. And I didn't appreciate that, and I don't really care if Twitch ever knows that I don't appreciate that. It just wasn't very nice. I think I'm going to make this my potion room. Let's create some potions tables, shall we? Oh, and let me know how the volume of the game is. It might be a little bit low, come to think of it. Let me take a look at my volume mixer and make sure that the game is not too low. I might have gone into the audio and turned it down. Let me double check. No, it looks like everything's okay. There we go. I think we can turn it up a little bit. That's a little better. So what sort of name, if you don't mind me asking, what sort of name were you leaning towards? Did you want something to reflect your real name, or did you have sort of an online persona like I do, like Mage? If you don't mind me asking. Hey, you don't have to answer if you don't want to answer. That's cool. Let me think. I think I'm going to make this sort of a very plant-based kind of deal. There we go. I like plants. So potions, tables with plants. Oh yeah, that's nice. And it gives me lots of space for activities. Such a dork. Trying to think of where else I could put a I guess I could put a potion table right here. Just boop, you know what I mean? Oh, I've reached my budget for this type of item, which means I can't conjure any more potions tables. I'm gonna have to stop by Tomes and Scrolls and see if they have a potions table with 3 burners on it. Oh, that's why. I have potions tables in here. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I don't want potions tables in here, per se. That's not really... It's not my goal. I wanted to turn this into my greenhouse. So, we have some plants, but I need to increase the amazingness of my plants. Just a bit. Uh-oh. We're short on different types of potting tables, that's for sure. Let's go with the botanical potting table. I'm gonna make it blue. 2 big pots right here. There we go. Yeah, that's nice. And these are medium potting tables. Let's see. I guess we'll go with botanical. How many of these can we make? We can do another one of these. Yeah, I mean, why not just grow it and put it here? Boom. That's not very kind of them. That's very mean of them. I don't like that at all, Kimberly. You might... Oof. Would it be out of line to say you might need legal help on this? Like you might need to contact like an attorney or something to get their ass together? I mean, nowadays, maybe it wouldn't be out of line. I don't know. Oh, it's nice. I hate to do this, but I gotta use your potting table real quick. I gotta conjure a different one real quick. Beep-a-doop-a-doo. Great big old potting table. Why am I saying it like that? No, I don't want yellow. Yuck. There we go. Blue. Very nice. Okay. I think, yeah, that's 7 out of 7. Let's check the small potting table, see how many we can have. 7 out of 7. 7 out of 7. 7 out of 7. 7 out of 7. It's fine. You don't have to go that far, I guess. I mean, I guess some people would. I'm not putting down the people that would. Which is a notorious pain in the ass. I don't like the parent company of Twitch either. Shh. But who the hell from Twitch is listening to my stream? This is another composter. I really like the look of it, so I'm going to put it right here. That's going to make fertilizer for us. These are chopping stations. They're locked, so I got to work on that. We got popping pots. Oh, I got to purchase those. All right. Okay. Hopping pots. I got to purchase that. And this loom right here. I hate to say it. I need more room in my greenhouse, so the loom's going to have to go in here. Let's see, where's the magic? There it is.